Be strong and courageous. I am with you, and I will guide your life. My son, let my word encourage and strengthen you. Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. God commands us to be strong and brave, reminding us that He is always with us. This means that no matter where you are or what you face, you can have courage because God is right there beside you, guiding and protecting you. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5. Every word of God is flawless. He is a shield to those who take refuge in Him. God's words are perfect, protecting those who trust Him. When you live according to God's word, you find safety and security. Trust in what God says and let His words guide and protect you in all you do. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. When you place your hope in God, He gives you new strength to keep going. Just like an eagle that soars high above the storms, God helps you rise above your challenges, giving you the energy and endurance to keep moving forward. Proverbs 29, verse 11 says, Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. A wise person knows how to control their anger, while a fool lets it all out without thinking. When you feel angry, take a step back and choose to respond calmly. This will help bring peace to the situation and show your wisdom. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. These words from Martin Luther King remind us that true character is revealed in difficult times. Psalm 27, verse 1 says, The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? With God as your protector and guide, there's nothing to fear. He is the light that guides your path and the fortress that keeps you safe. When you feel scared or uncertain, remember that God is your strength, and you don't have to be afraid of anything. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 6. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse. It's better to be poor and live an honest life than to be rich and do wrong things. Integrity is more valuable than wealth. Choose to live a blameless life and you'll find true fulfillment even without riches. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. God calls you to be alert and to hold on to your faith with courage and strength. Life may bring challenges, but by staying firm in your faith, you can face anything with bravery and confidence. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Just as iron sharpens iron, spending time with others who are wise helps you grow sharper and wiser. Surround yourself with people who challenge and encourage you, and you'll become a better, wiser person. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. You know, you can achieve anything with God's help. When you feel like you can't do something, remember that God is the one who gives you the strength you need to succeed. Trust in His power, and you'll find the strength to overcome any obstacle. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 12. Do you see a person wise in their own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for them. Thinking you're always right and refusing to learn from others is a sign of foolishness. True wisdom comes from recognizing that you don't know everything and being willing to learn from others. Stay humble and you'll continue to grow in wisdom. Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. God promises to never leave you no matter what. You can face any challenge with courage, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. He will never abandon you, so you can be brave and strong in every situation. Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. God's name is like a strong tower that you can run to for safety. When you feel threatened or scared, call on God and He will protect you. His strength is always there to keep you safe. Ephesians 6:10, finally be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Your strength comes from God's mighty power. When you rely on Him, you become strong in ways you couldn't be on your own. Let God's power be your strength as you face life's challenges. Proverbs 24:16, for though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Even when you face setbacks, wisdom teaches you to get back up and keep going. A wise person doesn't give up even after failing multiple times. Keep getting up and trying again, and you will succeed in the end. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Even in the toughest times, you don't have to be afraid because God is with you. He guides and protects you like a shepherd caring for his sheep. When you're in a dark place, trust that God is right there, bringing you comfort and safety. Like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control. Without self-control, your life can easily fall apart, just like a city without walls is vulnerable to attack. Practice self-discipline, and you'll find that it protects you from many troubles. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Romans chapter 8 verse 31 says, what then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? If God is on your side, no one can stand against you. When you feel like the odds are against you, remember that with God you have the ultimate power and protection on your side. Nothing can defeat you when God is with you. Proverbs chapter 23 verse 12 tells us, apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Make it a priority to learn and grow in wisdom. Pay attention to wise teachings and take them to heart. The more you seek knowledge, the wiser you will become. In 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 we read, for the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. God's Spirit within you gives you strength, love, and control. You don't have to be afraid because God has given you the power to stand strong, love others, and make wise choices. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 1. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Your reputation is worth more than money. Being respected and known for doing what's right is better than having a lot of wealth. Focus on building a good name for yourself through honesty, kindness, and integrity. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. God cares about you deeply and wants you to give all your worries to him. When you feel stressed or anxious, remember that you can talk to God about anything, and he will help you feel calm and secure. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Diligence and careful planning lead to success, while rushing into things without thinking can lead to failure. Take your time to plan and work hard, and you'll see the benefits. Patience and diligence are key to achieving your goals. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. God is with you and will give you the strength you need. He promises to help you and keep you safe. When you're feeling weak or overwhelmed, trust that God's hand is holding you up, giving you the power to keep going. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 7. The righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children after them. When you live a righteous and honest life, it not only benefits you, but also blesses your children. Your example sets the standard for the next generation, and your integrity brings blessings to your family. Psalm chapter 31, verse 24. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. When you put your hope in God, you can be strong and courageous. Even when things are tough, having hope in God gives you the courage to face anything with confidence. When the pressures of life are weighing you down, turn to me, son, let me guide you. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Trusting God means giving him control of your life and not relying on just what you know. When you trust him completely, he will guide your steps and lead you in the right direction. Let God take the lead, and you'll find that your path becomes clearer and straighter. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. God has good plans for your life, full of hope and a bright future. Even when things don't seem to be going well, trust that God's plans are always for your good. He wants to see you succeed and be happy. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise. Wisdom comes from being willing to listen to advice and accept correction. It's not always easy to hear that you're wrong, but it's necessary for growth. Be open to learning from others even when it's hard, and you'll become wiser over time. David also said to Solomon his son, be strong and courageous and do the work. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord God, my God, is with you. He will not fail you or forsake you until all the work for the service of the temple of the Lord is finished. God is with you in every task, and he will not leave you until your work is done. Be strong and brave, knowing that God will help you finish everything you start. Don't let fear or discouragement stop you from completing the work God has given you. Proverbs 18:21 says, the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Your words have a lot of power. They can either build someone up or tear them down. Be careful with what you say, because your words can have a lasting impact. Use your words to bring life and encouragement to others. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee. Romans chapter 15, verse 13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. God is the source of hope, joy, and peace. When you trust in him, he fills you with these things, giving you an abundance of hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. Let God's hope fill your heart, and you'll find peace and joy overflowing in your life. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 16. The wise fear the Lord and shun evil, but a fool is hot-headed and yet feels secure. A wise person respects God and avoids doing wrong, while a fool is quick-tempered and reckless. Wisdom teaches you to stay away from evil and to keep your temper in check. Practice self-control and avoid situations that could lead to trouble. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. But he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. God's grace is all you need, even when you feel weak. His power works best when you are at your weakest. Don't be ashamed of your weaknesses, because they allow God's power to shine through you even more. Proverbs 11, verse 2. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Pride can lead to shame and embarrassment, but being humble opens the door to wisdom. When you choose humility, you're more likely to learn and grow, and others will respect you for it. Hebrews 12, verse 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Life is like a race that God has set before you, and you need to run it with perseverance. Get rid of anything that slows you down, especially sin, and keep going with determination. Remember that others have run this race before you, and their stories can inspire you to keep moving forward. Proverbs 12, verse 15. The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. It's wise to listen to the advice of others, especially those who are wise and experienced. A foolish person thinks they know everything, but a wise person is always open to learning from others. Be humble and willing to learn from those around you. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. God calls you to encourage and support others, helping them to stay strong. When you lift others up, you also find strength and encouragement for yourself. Be a source of support for those around you, and you'll see how it strengthens your own faith. The true measure of a man is how he treats someone who can do him absolutely no good. Samuel Johnson. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Living an honest life gives you confidence and security. When you do what's right, you don't have to worry about being caught in a lie or doing something wrong. Integrity is the key to a secure and stable life. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. God rewards those who stay strong and faithful during tough times. When you face challenges, remember that God sees your perseverance and promises to bless you with eternal life. Keep your eyes on the prize, knowing that your endurance will be rewarded. The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even-tempered. A wise person knows how to control their words and stay calm. Speaking less and thinking more shows wisdom. When you're patient and careful with your words, it reflects a deep understanding of life. It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. God is the one who gives you strength and keeps you safe on your journey. When you rely on him, he equips you with everything you need to stay strong and secure. Trust in God's strength and you'll find that he makes your path safe and steady. And Proverbs 16 verse 3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. When you give your plans to God and trust him with your work, he will help you succeed. Before you start anything, ask God to guide your efforts, and he will make sure that your plans come together for good. Colossians 1 verse 11. Being strengthened with all power according to his glorious might, so that you may have great endurance and patience. God strengthens you with his mighty power, so that you can endure and be patient in all circumstances. When you feel like giving up, remember that God's strength is at work in you, giving you the endurance to keep going and the patience to wait for his timing. Proverbs 15 verse 1. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Wisdom is shown in how you respond to others. A kind and gentle response can calm a tense situation, while harsh words can make things worse. When you're tempted to react angrily, choose gentleness instead, and you'll find that it leads to peace. David was greatly distressed because the men were talking of stoning him. Each one was bitter in spirit because of his sons and daughters. But David found strength in the Lord his God. Even when everyone around him was against him, David found his strength in God. When you feel alone or overwhelmed, turn to God for your strength. He is always there to lift you up, no matter what others might say or do. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Wisdom begins with trusting God and not relying solely on your own knowledge. When you submit your life to God, he will guide you on the right path. Trust that God knows what is best for you, and he will lead you in the right direction. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Martin Luther King, Jr. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. True wisdom starts with a deep respect for God. It's important to listen to his teachings and not ignore them. When you honor God, you open yourself up to learning and growing in wisdom. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding. Wisdom is so valuable that you should seek it above everything else. No matter what it takes, pursue understanding and knowledge, for they will guide you through life. Make gaining wisdom a priority in your life. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Knowing and respecting God is the foundation of wisdom. As you grow in your understanding of who God is, you will also grow in wisdom. Make it your goal to know God better, and wisdom will follow. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. The people you spend time with influence your life. If you surround yourself with wise people, you will become wise. But if you hang out with those who make foolish choices, you might end up in trouble. Choose your friends wisely, and they will help you grow in wisdom. Thank you for watching. We pray that you have been encouraged and strengthened. You are a mighty man of valor in the eyes of God. Whatever He has shown you in your dreams or had a vision of, whatever He has whispered to you, He has given you the tools to bring it to life. Take it day by day. Be strong and very courageous. Let us know what areas of encouragement you need, and we will create a video to assist you in your daily walk. Please share your thoughts and subscribe to Transforming Glory channel.